The sugar factory's east gate and the cottage there, a place that collects most of my childhood memories, are also the common memories of the most people who live here. Before making this video, I didn't know much about the history of the residential area, or even the history of the county. But when I flipped through the pages of the history, I found wonderful stories. The east gate of the sugar factory is the former worker housing area of Dalata Sugar Factory, now located in Taixing community in Shulinzhao town of Dalata Banner. Dalata Banner is located in the most important Mid-Inner Mongolia economic zone in Inner Mongolia Autonomous Region, and is also the northern gateway of Ordos. It plays an important role in the economic development of Ordos. Shulinzhao town is a political, economic, and cultural center of Dalata Banner. The Dalata Sugar Factory was once located in the center of the Dalata Banner, and was later merged into the towns along the Yellow River. In the early 1980s, there were 4 important roads in Shulinzhao, with the north-south direction as Changshen Street and Xinhua Street, and the east-west direction as Shulinzhao Street and Xini Road. The sugar factory was located on the northern side of the Shulinzhao Street, covered an area of 20,300 square meters with a large scale. It started construction in 1973 and officially put into operation in 1978. Sugar beet is the main raw material for making sugar, and Dalata Banner is the main sugar beet production area and also the only sugar beet production area in Ordos. This picture shows the farmers in the bumper year of 1982 delivering sugar beet to the sugar factory. Produced soft sugar and brown sugar not only meets the needs of this county and other counties in Ordos, but also are transported to the whole region for sale, playing a role in boosting the market. It was a job that many people avid to work in the sugar factory, but it got into the predicament of insolvency in 1995. It soon went bankrupt in 1997 and was later merged by the Baotou Sugar Factory. The sugar factory has been demolished in the last few years, and a new residential area has been built on the original site. The cottage area is on the east side of the sugar mill, which has been built for about 50 years. The east side of the residential area is adjacent to a vehicle inspection company. It was once a feed storage factory, which has been built for more than 40 years and is now abandoned. The remaining main buildings are well preserved, but the floorboards, doors, and windows are severely damaged. The site in the factory area is relatively large, and some buildings have been transformed for vehicle inspection. The east side is the Dalata Banner Power Supply Bureau, and there is a kindergarten in the southwest corner. There is a small supermarket and a community service center inside. The cottage area is laid out in a cross-grid pattern, with each street and alley divided into separate courtyard units. Most of the doors open to the south, and some to east or west. The cottage area is made up of courtyard houses, with the main house facing south, the auxiliary house facing north, which are often used to store coal, miscellaneous items, etc. Some also have cellars to store potatoes, scallions, and other foodstuffs. The empty land in the courtyards is always used for cultivating vegetables and fruit trees. Each household is separated by the wall, and because of their close proximity, neighbors often know each other and share the food they grow. Children also play together and visit each other's homes, creating a strong sense of community. The buildings here are mainly brickwood structures, with the main materials being red brick and concrete. The beams are supported by wooden structures, covered with grass mats and red mud, the topped with roof tiles. Single slope and double slope roofs are both common. Such community layout and architectural style retain the characteristics of urban-rural integration of Dalattown, and also retain the memories of 1970s. On the basis of meeting the modern living needs of residents, further protection and development can be carried out rather than completely demolishing them.
The houses have not been repaired for a long time, and they often leak water during rainy days. Some of the walls of the houses have already cracked. It is not convenient for residents in terms of the disposal of sewage and sanitation. The houses are not warm enough.
The numbers of interviewees is small. Most of them hope to be relocated, and a few residents don't want to demolish this cottage area because it holds their memories.
The environment in the community is not too tidy now. Some places are messy. I hope the environment will be upgraded.
First of all, the safety of all houses can be tested. The unsafe houses and the dangerous buildings should be dismantled. New houses can be built according to the original layout and style, which avoids the high cost of government demolition. The existing buildings should be protected and reinforced, while meeting the modern living needs of residents. There is a central heating room on the northern side of the residential area, and there are public toilets and garbage recycling stations on the northern and central sides. The heating and sanitary facility are relatively complete, but some infrastructures will need to be improved, such as paving the alley, improve firefighting, and so on. By adding the display windows of history, we can show the historical culture of the area and promote community cohesion. The feed factory on the east side can be further inspected to determine whether it can be reformed, and can be used as a community cultural center and a community service base to make up for the lack of indoor and outdoor public activity venues in the surrounding communities. Maybe one day in the future, this place will face the possibility of being demolished. If they can live in the residential building, I think most people are happy. But I still miss those days when we became neighbors with each other, those various stories in the yard, and that child running freely in the alleys.